So in this exercise, we are working on shoulder internal rotation. So this direction here. I'm lying in a V position, as you can see, um, and my fingers are pointed towards my waist, which is about right here. So I'm in this position. This is the area we're going to be working. So I'm just going to move this over here to show you how this exercise works. Now, what we're going to do is push down on our hand, on our wrist with this hand, and we're going to feel a bit of a pain and a stretch up in this area of the shoulder. And what you want to do is hold that for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to be using Pale's contractions to gain more range of motion. So essentially you should be able to flatten your hand, your forearm under the ground. Obviously I'm not able to do that. However, this exercise will help me be able to do that eventually once it's repeated several times. Now the other key here is to remember to keep your shoulder on the ground. We don't want any hiking like this or anything like that. So that's going to be important as well to remember as we do this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and push down till I feel a stretch, and I feel it right there. And I'm careful to keep my shoulder on the ground. It was starting to hike a bit there, as you can see, but I'm going to keep it down on the ground, and I'm going to hold that for about 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds has passed, I'm going to try to do this against my hand, but I'm not going to let myself do that. So I'm going to hold for 30 seconds, I'm just going to back off slightly, and then start my contraction. And then once I back off and contract, I should feel it more in that area that we were talking about earlier. And again, keeping my shoulder on the ground, I'm contracting at about 50% for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then I'm going to relax slowly, and then I'm going to push my arm further down. And you can see I just gained about 10 to 15 degrees of range of motion there. Now, what you would want to do is work in this position for at least 2 minutes. So you do a 30-second stretch, passive stretch, and then a 10 to 15 second Pale's contraction into your hand like that. And that's how this exercise is done properly.